The Non-Experts podcast was made possible by KCLC and Lindenwood University.
However, the opinions expressed on this show do not reflect those of the university. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/non-expert-podcast.
Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your smartphone, tablet, or Kindle. That's audibletrial.com/non-experts-podcast.
The doctors are now re-examining my situation, and it appears I will be having more chemo treatments ahead of me.
You said something gay, so you gotta say no homo, or else you a homo.
So what did I say gay?
You said you was gonna give this dude everything you got, no homo.
That's not gay. I said I was gonna give the man everything I got.
Pause, granddad. If it sound gay, it's gay.
Excuse me, Miss Fran Drescher, but I am your biggest fan. Oh, thank you. My God.
I'm Romero.
And I'm Chris.
And we're the non-experts.
We're not therapists.
Or lawyers.
Or firefighters.
We don't have any licenses or degrees.
So join us as we talk about news and pop culture and say whatever we want.
Because we're the non-experts.
Hey, Romero.
What's up?
Don't laugh at me.
No, I'm not going to do it. I almost did, but I won't do it.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, I'm just living the dream, man. Just working my life away at a place that I hate like every other average adult American. What about yourself?
Kind of the same.
Yeah. I told you. It's in the water.
Great outlook on life today.
It's what I'm here for.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a good segue into our first topic.
Oh, God. Now I feel bad.
I don't feel bad. He's doing good, but
and he enjoys his job.
He does enjoy it. Yeah, right, exactly. So a little update on Alex Trebek. I know we've talked about him before. He was getting really, really healthy, and he was doing really, really good. Apparently, they found the cancer again. They found it returned in his, I believe, pancreatic cancer, which is kind of the little more severe form of cancer you can get.
Right.
But he had a video to his fans, kind of explaining what his status was and, saying, here's what's going on. The good news is that the chemo that they did before worked so well that they are expecting positive outlook this time as well. So, nothing really to worry about right now. He's as healthy as he can be right now, and they're definitely, going to be working on it. It's not like this is the last time you'll see Alex Trebek.
Right.
He'll be around.
Alex is he's been in pretty high spirits the whole time through this. Yeah. I think unfortunately, and I hate to be that guy, just the only sad thing about cancer is it's like in the back of your mind you go, does this ever really go away?
Right.
Because sometimes it does.
Right.
And you're good. It's over. But sometimes it's like, yeah, it's away, no, it's back, or it just never really goes away.
Right.
It's good enough that you can push it to the side, so to speak. So I don't know. And I'm hoping that it plays out well.
Right.
Obviously, I would wish that on anybody. It's not like it's just because it's Alex Trebek. But since he is in such a public eye and so many people do feel some type of feeling towards him, it would be kind of sad to see this keep going back and forth until it.
Right.
Well,
and like you said, he's in very good spirits and, is in a very positive mood about it. So I think, the way it stands right now, I don't think there's anything to worry about,
Yeah.
So,
I would, fingers crossed. And keep Alex Trebek in your thoughts and your prayers.
Definitely.
As well as anybody else that may have any relatives that are going through similar situations.
Right.
I was talking to one of my members today at the credit union, and she just lost her niece to some form of cancer.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how it seems like cancer is like everywhere.
Yeah.
I said, it has to be something that we're eating something. Because it's everywhere now. So many different types. It's so aggressive.
Right.
So anyway, that's enough of the cancer tangent. We're going to get to happier things. Alex Trebek is happy. Right. He's looking forward to his treatment and pushing back through it and getting back to where he belongs on TV. So wish him the best. For you, the listener of the Non-Experts podcast, you may have heard that the Boondocks is coming back. It's not another advertisement this time, although I wouldn't be opposed to being sponsored by the Boondocks.
I wouldn't either. They probably got some good money.
That's a check that I would love to take. So anyway, if you are familiar with the Boondocks, I'm not too sure about our fan base as far as you know, what their interests are. But if you're not, you should be, because the Boondocks is pretty freaking hilarious.
Right.
Anyway, it's coming back, as I'm sure most of you know by now. We do have 2 seasons confirmed.
Right. Coming
to HBO Max, I believe it is.
Which, was it on HBO before?
It was on Adult Swim.
Oh, okay. That's
At least
why.
that's where I used to watch it.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah, I don't know if they would have just played, like if it was syndicated on Adult Swim or, I don't know.
Right. To my knowledge, it was always just Adult Swim. So I saw the HBO thing and I was like, well, why not Adult Swim again?
Right.
Anyway, I believe there will be a new animation style.
Really?
I think I saw that. I could be wrong. But for
Like-
sure, either way.
Like a different method of animating, or like a completely different, like
just
not the
art.
anime style?
Yeah, just the art will be a little different.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Right. But still, like this picture I saw still looks exactly like the characters. It's just less 2D. A little more depth.
A little more, yeah.
So anyway, I'm excited for that. I know you said you're not like super familiar with the Boondocks, but I've
only seen like little bits and pieces of it, but I mean, from what I saw, I enjoyed it. You know, it's
so many for my Boondocks enthusiasts.
Right.
So many great moments in Boondocks history.
Do you know if the original cast is returning?
To my knowledge,
because wasn't there like a kid in there? I don't know if the kid was played by a kid or if it was an adult.
So the 2 kids were actually played by a woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so she did the voices, and she's still around.
Gotcha.
To my knowledge, everybody that was involved is still going to be involved.
Cool.
Yeah. So like, this is one of those things you can bring back.
Right.
Like when you keep the core, you keep the story. You know, nothing's
easy,
changing.
yeah.
That's
right.
It's whenever you try to bring it back 15 years down the line.
Right.
Oh, well, it's a spinoff and we brought in no, just stop.
Right.
Like that's when you cross the point of who asked for this, which we'll talk about later. But right now,
right.
It's
well, I mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
All those HBO subscribers got to have something to watch after Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Like imagine paying for HBO right now. What's there?
You're like, because I know a lot of people, they were like, yeah, I canceled my HBO after Game of Thrones.
I would have too.
Yeah. Like
just like with Stars, I know people use Stars because they watch the show Power.
Right.
Once Power's over this year, I'm pretty sure people are going to cancel Stars because you don't care anymore.
Well, you know what though? Like thinking about it, this HBO, I mean, it's probably a good reason why they did this. They need people to come back.
Yeah.
Because they probably saw the numbers and they're like, we need something to.
HBO's like, we need something to bring people in.
Exactly.
You guys could use a little extra
what
money.
better than, Boondocks?
Yeah. It's a cult classic.
Exactly.
As
exactly.
the cultured folks say.
Right. Well, we'll definitely keep you posted on more if any more comes up.
Yeah.
We'll do a live listen of the first episode of the new season.
So you can get copyright straight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As long as it's not over 10 seconds, you know,
Right.
if we just talk like every 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Let me just talk really loud over the episode audio. Yeah, I don't want you to hear anything. Yeah, and in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna go ahead and take Chris, and we're gonna go watch some episodes so I can get him caught up on all the great things he's missed out on. Like, you can say we're gonna go do hood rat stuff with our friends. If you know Boondocks, you understand that reference. If not, I feel sorry for you.
All right, so when we were talking about season 3, we have, talking about other segments that we've done or wanted to do. Bomb of the Week is one of them, which I think so far has been pretty fun to do. I've enjoyed it. Another one that we thought about was a segment called Who Asked for This? Because I know we constantly say that sometimes.
Right.
We'll have topics where we're like, nobody asked for, like, who was the one first in line to want this?
That reminds me, we didn't go see the Dora movie together.
Oh, we didn't go see the Dora
We
movie.
have failed you, the listener.
We still have time. We'll see if it's streaming. I'll check. Yeah,
We'll
anyway.
pirate it.
We'll pirate it.
He'll probably just give it to you. Here,
Right.
you can have it. Nobody else wants it.
Right. So I thought that was kind of be a fun segment. Find something every week that's just like, who asked for this? So yeah, brand new segment. Who asked for this?
who asked for this.
I dig it.
Cool.
I dig it.
All right.
What do we have?
So this week, this one was one that I said this out loud when I was looking at the headline. What we've got is Fran Drescher, which of, annoying voice fame. She's apparently talking with Cardi B's team about the Nanny reboot.
Yeah.
First of all, the Nanny. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you like that show. It was not a well-received show of the 90s. Nobody's like, you know what show was great?
But
The Nanny.
You know what's so funny though?
What?
To hear you say the exact opposite of what I was thinking not even 2 days ago. I was literally sitting in my cubicle at work and I was like, you know what show I really used to like? The Nanny.
The Nanny.
I don't, a young boy.
Right.
Growing up. Nick at Night. There's George Lopez. There's Home Improvement. There's Roseanne that you always skip over. And then there's The Nanny.
The Nanny.
I actually found The Nanny quite entertaining.
Really? I mean, to a kid, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I just wasn't sophisticated enough.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I watched The Nanny too when I was a kid because we didn't have cable. So
Right.
we just had public TV. And sometimes they would play those late at night as like reruns. Mm-hmm. Even though I've seen a fair share of The Nanny, right now I cannot tell you what the plot of The Nanny is.
Okay. Here it is.
All I know is Mr. Sheffield. That's all I remember.
Mr. Sheffield and the nanny. Okay. Mr. Sheffield would always be at work and all that, the nanny was there with the kids and everything else.
Right.
And sooner or later they fell in love.
Gotcha.
That beautiful love blossomed and they married. I believe they had a child of their own.
Oh, yikes.
Mr. Sheffield.
Mama.
Oh,
Dada.
Yeah, no, now that you say it, Fran Drescher's voice is awful. Which, even if you didn't ask for this, who better to pass the torch to than Cardi B?
Yeah.
I mean, this is great, though.
Right.
Like, this has potential to be awful,
Oh, yeah.
but it also has potential to be wildly entertaining.
Widely entertaining in the sense of why is this on television?
Yeah.
I
And
I
people
don't
will
think,
tune in just
I don't think this is going to be winning any awards.
No. People will tune in just because the name's attached to it.
But see, then that's the double-edged sword because people are going to tune in to make fun of it, but then that's going to make the ratings go up, and there's
Yeah.
going to be like 16 seasons of this show.
Oh, God.
Right. The Nanny.
Oh, I could see this actually being kind of entertaining, but I'm a Nanny fan, so
Right. That's
like this, that literally, Chris. Like I think you'd think I'm kidding. Just a day or two ago,
Right.
I was thinking about how much I used to love The Nanny,
There you go.
and look at this. It's just fell in our
do
laps.
you work with a TV producer that maybe overheard
They probably were
talking
listening.
about it?
The government's always listening
Right.
through these phones,
Right.
and one of them probably is really good buddies with the TV producer. They're like, dude.
I got a good idea for it.
just
It's like
heard
that
this guy.
scene from Back to the Future where the guy's holding the phone up. He's like, "Hey
Yeah.
Chuck, it's your cousin Marvin Berry.
Yeah.
Listen to this." It's like that.
That's exactly
Right.
what happened. I feel.
Which have I told you my theory about? The movie G-Force, those little animated hamsters.
Yeah.
Have I told you how I made up that movie a long time ago before it was a movie?
Is that so?
This is legit. I thought of that exact premise, only it wasn't all hamsters. It was like a hamster, a beaver, and I think a squirrel. And they were like a team of like
Mammals.
James Bond type, spies.
Right.
They get captured by a vet. They get put into a pet store, and then they get adopted by like this little like evil little girl. I don't know if that's the exact plot of G-Force, but from what I've seen, that is almost exactly what that movie's about. And I
Right.
swear to you that because I remember distinctly telling one of my friends about it in a restaurant in St. Louis, and I'm like, what if like the guy who made that movie was sitting right next to us and overheard and was like, you know what?
Probably the guy that ended up going on to make G-Force, he was a busboy.
Probably.
He was a busboy.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I am busting my butt. I'm not making enough money. I have so many great scripts written up, and nobody's taking my movies. And he walked past you and went, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
This could be the one.
Yeah. That's my weird like G-Force theory.
There are some things that I'm convinced that I created that
Right.
people beat me to. And it seems like it happens a lot. So I have to stop doing things for free. I have to stop thinking out loud. Matter of fact, this is my last episode. I can't do this anymore. It's you people. It's
I
you
have
people.
way
the
too
listeners.
much creativity. I have to go to LA.
I have to go to LA and blossom. I have to. I must go.
Anyway, that was a tangent.
Yeah.
The Nanny, everybody.
Yeah. So this will all be deleted.
Right.
Yeah. Let us know if you're looking forward to it or not. Most of you are probably going to say not. Some of you may side with me and say the Nanny was quality, and I'm curious to see.
We'll do a poll.
Also, what's going on this week? By the time you hear this will be slightly old news, but you know, what else is going on this week? If you are familiar with my good friend Takeshi 6ix9ine, he is testifying in court and singing like a canary this week. So who's Takeshi 6ix9ine, you might ask? Well, you should know, because at one point he was like the king of the internet because he was just hilarious all over the place doing dumb things.
Okay.
So then he was a rapper. Or is a rapper, I guess. I don't know. Can you continue your career? Because he's probably going to need witness protection.
Right, probably.
I'm not sure that this will work out for you. Anyway, so during his rap days, before being locked up or being in court, he portrayed an image of a real tough guy, real gangster, whatever. And his entourage was genuinely a gang. So they kind of looked out for him to keep up his image.
Gotcha.
But he himself was not really about that life. So then stuff hit the fan, and he got kidnapped by the people that were supposed to be with him.
Oh.
And it was also alleged that these same people were sleeping with his mother's child, or not his mother's child.
Oh my.
So was it him? Or
right.
No, I'm sorry. The mother of his child is where I meant to go with that.
Okay.
So not only did you try to kidnap me, you've been sleeping with the mother of my child and allegedly stealing money from me discreetly as well. So whenever they all went down, he was like, oh yeah, I am snitching. Totally snitching. First of all, I don't want to do the time for these crimes. Second of all those things you guys did to me, I am ratting you out. You can say what you want. I would have done the same thing. I'm not going to jail for anybody.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. However, these people are probably more dangerous than anybody that I would be affiliated with. Gangs can be pretty big. And when you start giving away secrets like, yeah, there's a street level and a prison level of the gang, this guy is in charge here, that's when you're asking to potentially get killed.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a picture of Takeshi 6ix9ine?
Is he the one with the colorful teeth?
Colorful teeth, colorful hair.
Okay, so I do know what he looks like.
You can't really hide.
Yeah,
either.
that's hard to hide.
So that's what's confusing me. But he's been in court this week, apparently just pointing out stuff left and right.
Really?
Yeah. And, oh my God,
I
the
don't
internet
blame
is
them.
loving it.
Yeah.
I personally don't blame him. Like, I get why the internet's like, yo, this isn't cool.
Right.
This is the life you chose to, represent. You have to abide by those rules. But at the same time, like, if somebody kidnaps you, they're screwing your baby mom.
Right.
They also threaten to do something to his mother.
Oh.
And they're stealing your money.
Yeah.
You think you're going to take the L and just be like, well, in combination with all the things you guys are doing to ruin my life, I'm going to keep you safe.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is probably get beat up in jail anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Who knows? Like you said, he may have to go into at least
Protective
have
custody.
somebody, protecting him for a little while. But I don't know. That's rough.
It's a tough place to be in, because do you want to go to jail?
Or do you want to get killed? Yeah.
Or do you want to have a target on the back for the rest of your
Right.
life?
I mean, sometimes I wish somebody would just come in and just, take care of the job. But
Finish me.
But yeah, no, that's joke.
Yeah.
Don't really feel that way. That's just my,
Anybody wants to finish them?
semi-millennial humor, which I don't even know if I'm considered a millennial. I forget what the cutoff is, but who cares?
feel like-
I'm in that weird in between.
I feel like it depends on who you ask. Everybody has a
Yeah.
different definition.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I enjoy dramatic and sad humor. If any of you follow me on Instagram, you would know that. But yeah, I think this is an interesting situation. I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out. And then if he does, I guess, get let out, like what happens then? Can you continue your music career?
Right.
He'll definitely have the same success.
Right.
For sure. The success won't go anywhere.
Yeah, this, if not more success, you know what I mean? Because like this is like, if not a publicity stunt, like it's boosted his popularity, I would say.
I was trying to figure out how this could possibly be a publicity stunt, right? Because in my mind, I was like, this just sounds too like, this is ridiculous that this is happening. But there's too, like, you can't just get a court and a jury all to buy into something.
Right.
Just to twit, you know? Like, there's too much involved here.
Yeah.
Unless this is a movie.
Right. Ooh.
And we just don't know that it's a movie.
Right. Or, well...
Is there
like actual
what's happening?
Now we are a conspiracy theory podcast. Next up will be the Kennedy assassination,
and right after that, how jet fuel does not melt steel beams.
right.
I don't like. But
Also, Michael Jackson's still alive,
very much so.
along with Hitler, Steve Jobs, and who else? There's another one. Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac. Tupac is
The
very
Big
much
Four.
still alive.
Yeah.
The Mount Rushmore of people that never genuinely died.
The Mount Rushmore. Now I need a picture, like a Mount Rushmore picture of Steve Jobs, Michael Jackson, Tupac, and then what was the other one? Hitler.
Hitler on.
You definitely cannot put Hitler on Mount Rushmore.
You just have to have a blank space, and his name has to be etched in the rock. Hitler.
Yep, perfect.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, so I that's what I'm most curious about. This whole thing is crazy. I want it to be fake. It just feels like this could be such a good setup for something. Yeah. But I can't rationalize how.
Right.
Because you have a court and jurors involved.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it'll be interesting. Because when he gets out, what happens next?
Yeah.
Is he going to disappear? Is he going to still try to make music?
We'll see.
I don't think you should do concerts. Someone is going to try to kill you.
Not a good idea.
It's not worth it. We'll keep you posted.
Here at the Non-Experts Podcast, we like to offer things to you for free. Not only are the episodes free, but we're going to give you a free trial right now. Well, not us, but Audible. For you, the listeners of the Non-Experts Podcast, Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the chance to check out what they have on their website. I do have a recommendation. I went back to my childhood a little bit. Did you ever read the Chronicles of Narnia?
No.
You didn't?
I don't know. I wasn't interested, like, at all.
I'm not normally a fantasy person, but this one I kind of really connected to. In particular, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is like the best one.
Right.
It is on Audible right now, read by Michael York, which we kind of established was like the George Clooney of audiobooks. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Thinking about rereading it and, kickstarting that, bring back my childhood.
That's fair. Give it a look. Once again, to download that free audiobook today, you can go to audibletrial.com/non-experts-podcast. Again, that is audibletrial.com/non-experts-podcast for your free audiobook download.
All right, so it's time for your favorite segment. You're giving me a very strange look right now, but only because I think you know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
So this one kind of cracked me up just because of the headline, which I neglected to copy. So let me grab it real quick.
It might help.
There we go. All right. This one is almost a kind of too good to be true sort of headline. I'm just going to read it. Man with 3 active warrants arrested in search for a stolen barbecue trailer. A barbecue trailer.
What?
The funny thing is, I'm going to just start reading this story. The thieves left a trail leading to a stolen barbecue grill trailer and the arrest of 5 people, including a man named Jim Bob Bairden.
That's a Florida man name right there.
That is a Florida man. The barbecue trailer was marked for sale, where the owner had chained it and flattened a tire as a precautionary measure against the thieves, or against potential thieves. So you can imagine how hard that would have been to try and drag that
You
over.
thought you can stop the Florida man? Did you really
You think you could stop Jim Bob Bairden?
You will not get in Jim
He's
Bob's
got
way.
Bear in his name. He's strong.
He's got 2 first hick names. You will not stop Jim Bob.
combined.
Oh, God.
So what happened was deputies followed the trail to a nearby mobile home. Florida,
Fitting.
right? Where they spoke with the homeowner. The homeowner was, quote, 100% cooperative and told deputies they could search anywhere on his property. During the search, they found a black tarp hanging between 2 trees, and behind it, they encountered a man who said his name was Josh. Josh, quote, who later turned out to be Jim Bob, told Jim Bob told deputies that a man named Tommy asked him to help push the trailer behind the bushes but refused to help. Blah, 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 blah. Long story short, the deputies interviewed the other people at the scene and they arrested them on charges of possession of methamphetamine and paraphernalia. So they were obviously under the influence, trying to steal freaking barbecue. Like, are you kidding me?
I want to know what the trail that they left was.
Just barbecue sauce, like a Hansel and Gretel situation.
That's literally what I was thinking. Did you just was there just barbecue sauce?
The cop
little pieces of charcoal just falling out.
The cop grabs like a little drip off the ground.
Smoky sweet. That's barbecue. Is that hickory?
Is that hickory?
Or mesquite? Mesquite.
Like, oh, freaking Florida Hansel and Gretel. That's so funny.
And then it gets better because at the end, not only did you get busted for the trailer, you've got meth.
Right.
That's the Florida AOL notification.
Right, the
you've got meth.
Yeah. Could you imagine? You've got meth.
Oh, yeah. My name's Josh. I was just helping move this trailer. And I hung a tarp in the trees to hide the trailer. Yeah, go ahead. Search. Yeah, search everything. There's nothing in here.
There's nothing. There's just a whole barbecue trailer. They don't even try and hide it. They're just like, yeah, go ahead, check. This is a barbecue trailer.
Oh, wow. I didn't notice that.
Where did that come from?
You know,
it's not mine.
The funny thing, too, about this is, earlier this week, a man stole a Spire truck. Mm-hmm. And he was on a chase for the longest time. And then he finally, they ended the chase, and he just got out the car and just started walking. But if you see his mugshot, I mean, you talk about cockeyed.
Really?
One of his eyes is facing the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
And the other one is pretty just normal. How did? What?
How were you driving?
I don't want to be offensive. Jesus. Do you have to tilt your head down? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just want to. We need more details. We need to call the Florida man headquarters. Yeah. What was the trail? Was it a trail of bones? Was it sauce? Was it charcoal?
Sauce?
How did you steal it? And why did this idiot think he could slow down the Florida man?
Right.
You should have taken the wheels off. Don't flatten them. Just take them off.
Just take them off.
Sit it on some bricks. Mm-hmm. There you go. Then it can't roll. Literally can't. Right. They just have to drag it if they stole it.
Right. And by that point, I think, they'd only make it about 25 feet before you could hear, against against the concrete. Ooh, Jim Bob.
Yeah,
Jim Bob Bearden.
My name's Jim Bob Bearden.
I like me some barbecue sauce.
Light barbecue and methamphetamine. So
my 2 favorites.
Nothing better than barbecue mixed with a little bit of meth on top.
Put it on my pulled pork sandwich. Go to some bandanas.
Oh, my baby meth, baby meth, baby meth, baby meth.
Baby funny, meth.
Chili's, baby meth ribs.
Yikes.
You've got meth.
Excuse me.
All right, Chris, it's my time.
Yes.
My time for what, you might ask as a listener? It's my time to ask him the thought-provoking question of the week.
I'm ready.
I leave you with this, my friend.
Okay.
If you could go back and start as a young boy,
yes,
wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, walking into the college environment, if you didn't choose to enter communications and all these fun things we do, what would you have done?
Does it have to be a profitable degree? Or just whatever I wanted?
I mean, people study psychology all the time. So.
Philosophy is a degree too.
People get music degrees all the time. So not everybody does profitable things.
This one is kind of a dead-end career, kind of a dead-end degree, but I would have really enjoyed it.
Podcast.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, podcasting? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So far, nothing. I would have either chosen an English major
Okay.
or a lit major because I really enjoy. I get lit on literature, if you know what I mean.
I couldn't get you a coffee mug that says that.
I get lit on literature. No, I do. I enjoy literature and I do enjoy English. I enjoy reading. So I probably would have done that. But knowing, what I know now, there's no future. You know what I mean?
Like, is to be a teacher. That's like it.
What do they hire you for?
That's it. You can be a high school literature teacher,
right?
Or
Which
a college
sounds
professor.
like it's awful, but
Lit to he could teach English literature. No, that's I could see that actually.
Yeah.
I could see you being a lit professor.
Oh,
You'd be one
brother.
heck of a lit professor,
right? Yeah. And I would make that joke, and then all my students would be like,
So yeah, I'm dropping your class, Mr. Brigham. It's nothing against the class. It's you.
right? It's you personally.
The subject matter is interesting, but it's you.
This is not just business. This is personal.
This is totally personal.
I can't stand you.
I hate you and your stupid little jokes and your stupid little quirks.
Right.
I'm out.
Throw that briefcase out the window.
That's
You look like a dork.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, this may come as a surprise.
Accounting.
Oh God, no, never.
Right.
I feel like I could probably be decent at it. Like whenever I really am trying, I'm not too bad at math, but
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine doing that for a living.
I wouldn't either.
I actually wanted to go to law school. Like if I could have afforded it, I would be a law school student.
Yeah.
I enjoy the ins and outs of the law. I enjoy Law and Order, so that makes me very confident that I'd be good at it.
Not only do I love law, I love order.
The Lincoln Lawyer is one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Obviously, I'd be good at it because I watched him do it.
Right.
If Matthew McConaughey can do it, anybody can do
I've
it.
studied all of his lines, so
Studied the whole
what else
movie.
do I need?
A Time to Kill. I've watched it a billion times. I could definitely do it.
I mean, Kim Kardashian can be a lawyer. Why can't
So
I?
can I.
Yeah.
And people say way more terrible things about her than me.
Right.
I did mock trial in high school.
So did I.
was pretty
I
good at it.
loved mock trial. We weren't very good, but
Yeah, we weren't necessarily good, but I did well.
right. It was and that was the one thing. It's like I felt like I did better than most people did, but I really enjoyed it. Like because it for me it mixed in a little bit of theater, and which is what I liked in high school. So it was like a little bit of theater, but it was also like real life stuff. You know, you took a trip to the courthouse. You actually got to do it in a courtroom, and it was with a real judge, and you know,
a crowd.
Yeah.
People would actually come to these
Yeah.
things, which made me always wonder, why are you people here? Like, are you parents? Because other than that, what are you doing?
Right.
Did they just ask people, hey, look, we got a mock trial.
you want to just
Can you sit here for like an hour?
Right.
Let the kids speak.
Yeah. The thing for me about it that always terrified me was because they would always be like, the other team, they're going to try and get you to say something that's, you know, not true. That it sounds, you know, like it's bad. And I would just be like,
This girl did that once on the other team, though.
Did she?
Set herself up, and I grilled her so good. I was like, well, tell me how that makes sense, ma'am. Are you saying that da-da-da-da-da? Well,
are you crazy?
but
Did you kill?
You just said that. So if that's the case, how could it be that? And she was
Right.
looking like,
Like, what do I do?
you'll have to bleep this one out. She was like, fuck. I don't know what to say anymore. He got me caught up. I was the star player on a
Nice.
very average team. I
Yeah.
think we won like one or two of our cases.
Yeah.
One team, though, I remember specifically, they smoked us. Their whole squad had to be the children of lawyers.
Right.
Because they were like, Article 5, subsection B.
And you're like, I don't know what that
What
means.
are you talking about? That was not in the script.
That was not in my
That
part.
was not in the case study that we read. Where are you getting these
That's
things
funny.
from? No,
Yeah.
they grilled us.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was pretty good. And after one of those cases, a lawyer came up and said, you know, you did a real good job, and I hope you're going to law school.
Harvard, yeah.
And I said, only if you're paying for it,
Right,
sir.
yeah. I have no money. But yeah, I can
And
see.
that's where that ended.
Yeah, I can see you being a lawyer.
I like to argue.
Right.
I like to research. I don't like blindly arguing. I'm not
Right.
ignorant.
You like having facts and backing it
I
up.
like the facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like
Right.
the facts.
I
Article
like the
3,
facts.
subsection B, point 5. It says right here that I'm better than you.
That I'm better than you.
So I
Right.
I enjoy the argument or the discussion. I
Yeah.
enjoy the research involved. I enjoy the cross examination of the witness. You know.
Yeah.
Oh well, this is what you just told him. However, I think the law is very interesting. The only thing that bothers me about lawyers is sometimes you might end up representing scumbags, and morally I'd have a hard time doing my job right, because I don't agree with you and I know you're guilty, but I have to try to get you out of this.
And they're paying you. You know what I mean? Like, they're paying you to do a job.
You're paying me.
And that's the kind of one thing that I think about with lawyers. It's like, if it's a big like profile case, like for instance, OJ.
Right.
If it was something like that, you know, I could see how that would be a problem. Like for me personally, but like if it was just some like, you know,
I mean, OJ was innocent though, so it doesn't matter.
The glove didn't fit, guys.
Didn't fit, guys. You
must have quit.
It's over.
It's over. White Bronco. But
it's coming back soon.
You're right, it is.
I'm gonna get a Bronco.
But like if it was just some like rinky-dink case where it's like, even though I know you're like completely guilty, like you're still paying me to like represent you.
It's something
you know?
like a car accident or something.
Right.
It was totally your fault. I can, you know.
Well, and I think in most cases, lawyers, like, they'll know, like, it's not like they're trying to prove that they didn't do it. They're just trying to have other things so that the sentence is less.
Right.
Than,
I want to lesser the sentence or maybe get them off. But yes, I know they did it. They did it. Yeah, hopefully. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he's guilty. He's guilty.
No question. Yeah.
There's no question about it. But consider this.
Hear me out.
Just think about it.
Right.
Does he have to go to jail for that long?
But yeah, I can see you doing that. Yeah. You probably wouldn't be here, but, you know.
Oh, I'd be an expert.
Right.
Or struggling through law school still.
Right.
Because this would be year 6.
Yeah.
If I was still in school.
Yeah.
It sounds about right. God, that reason there, aside from money, you know, I'm a poor boy. If it wasn't for that and the time that you need to get one of those degrees, definitely would have done it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Positively.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting.
I like that question.
In another life,
right.
I'm a lawyer, and you're a lit professor.
I'm a lit professor. Do our cross paths? Probably not.
Do our what?
Our paths cross. That's what
there
I meant
you
to
go.
say.
That's why you are a literature teacher.
Do our cross path?
Not probably.
No. Not probably.
See, it all worked out for the best.
Right.
You guys wouldn't have such quality entertainment if we were out here teaching and
quality.
Yeah, I use that word loosely. Right. We're thoroughly entertained. The 6 of you that listen along.
I think we're hilarious.
Me personally, I find based on Article 7, subsection B,
so funny. Yeah.
We are great. You, however, the one person listening right now, you might not agree all the time. So, anyway, that's what I got.
Yeah.
That was a good question. I like your answer. Good answer. Good answer, Steve. Good answer.